Hey all, just wanted to do a little walkthrough of this guitar. It's a 2007 Gibson ES 345. Probably the, we'll get to the tones in a second, probably the defining feature of a 345, and I don't think all of them have it, but the baritone knob is, in my mind, I know that that's a love it or hate it kind of thing. I absolutely adore the baritone. So let's go through a little bit about it. Of course, semi-hollow, and this thing, I haven't actually weighed it, but this weighs a ton. I mean, this is like Les Paul heavy, you know. Probably because of the Bigsby on it. And there you'll see some that don't have a Bigsby, and they'll have a regular, you know, stop tail piece on it. I usually keep the Bigsby just folded back, but I love the look of it, so I wanted one. I wanted one with a Bigsby on it. The other thing is it's almost like candy apple red. Mine, I've seen them that are more like the traditional kind of, I don't know what do they call that, the fire engine red or whatever that color is. Mine, you can actually see the grain in the wood. I don't know if you can on the camera, but and of course 345s are a little bit upgraded from a 335. You got the gold hardware, the baritone, the split parallelograms in the fretboard and the crown. Now this one also is stereo. I got both stereo and mono. I think some are just mono, some are just stereo, some are stereo and mono. I've got the one that's both. So you could, I haven't done it, but you could have one lead going out to one amplifier and have another one going out to a different amplifier, and have an amp on, you know, each side of the stage or something, completely set to different tones. So you can do that. Other ones are just mono, other ones are only stereo. In fact, the ones that are only stereo, some people are disappointed in them because you can't just run to the same way you would with a mono. Okay, let's go through the baritone and kind of, now the science behind the baritone and all that, the technical part of it, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I just know what it sounds like. So if you want to look up on Google what that's actually doing, more power to you. I just like the sound of it. So this is at setting 1, which I guess is just sort of normal amps. That's bridge pickup on 1. This is that's on the middle, and I kind of like that one. But the neck pickup on this guitar is probably the best Gibson neck pickup I've ever. Probably the best Gibson neck pickup I've ever had. I think these are what would these be? Burstbucker Pros? I don't know. I don't care. I just like them. So that's the 3 pickups on the 1 setting, but I'll tell you, it gets really cool, for me anyway. I like to have it like around, if I do the neck pickup, I put it around 5 on the knob. So here's 6. So if you do it on the bridge pickup, you can get a little bit close to, you know, the B.B. King, Freddie King, 345, 355 tone with the baritone switch. Because before I had, you know, my early years of guitar playing, I'd loved Freddie King's tone, and I always just assumed he had a wah pedal, sort of half cocked. But he's using the baritone. And the more you get down to 1 and 2, here's number 4. There's a lot you can do with this thing. A lot you can do with it. It's a pretty versatile guitar. In fact, if I got rid of everything and this was the only guitar I kept, I'd be perfectly content for the rest of my life to play just this thing. That's how much I love this thing. Have had a couple of 335s. I had that black one. I got rid of that one to pick this one up. I had an early 80s red 335 for a few years. That was 25 years ago. I like that one too. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is the top of the heap. Now, what's the difference between 335, 345, 355? It is mostly, just again from the amateur perspective. I'm not a luthier, but appointments for one. Like you get a 335 dot is kind of a stripped down guitar compared to 345 and 355. Nothing wrong with a 335. It's one of the best guitars you can buy, in my opinion. But a little bit more bare bones, a little bit more straight ahead rock and roll than these others. So when you go from 335 up to 345, you get the inlays. Now some 335s have block inlays for a period there. Most are known for their dots. You get split parallelograms here. You get the inlay on the headstock. You know, you can get stereo mono, you get gold hardware, and baritone. You go up to 355, you get big block inlays, you get a split diamond on the headstock. Beyond that, I don't know what is different between 345 and a 355. They're pretty similar, but for me, this is the one. This is of the three kinds. The three ES 300 models. This is definitely my favorite, and there's really nothing I would change about this guitar. Nothing. Even the back looks gorgeous. Come on, man. It's slightly, it is sort of formed. It's not flat, you know. Arched back. It's just gorgeous, and the different tones you can get out of it, especially without distortion, are just outstanding. So that's the 2007 Gibson ES 345, a keeper guitar for me. Good luck.